what we're going to do at this point is we're going to route our wiring harness, and this is going to be maybe, if you will, the A side of the connector coming from the harness. We've touched on this in other videos, but our wiring harnesses we send are going to mate with this. And ultimately, this side of the bike is the primary housing cover. So we're going to lead this up on the primary side, and I'm going to have Rach actually come over here on this side. I'm going to have her kind of come and see, try to get you the best point of view we can here. We're underneath the bike right now, and I'm going to feed this wire up behind the actuator. In between, this is the motor, this is the transmission, this guy, this is actually the oil pan, but transmission housing, this is the primary. We're going to feed this wire up. Come on up here, Rach. And we're going to look right in here in your shift linkage, and we can see our wires right there. One more second here. All right, and there it's popped up here. I've just kind of been twisting it on the bottom. And if you come in right here, here's the end of it. So I'm gonna pull this up. I'm gonna route this wire. As you can see, Rach, come on in here. You can see that this is routed on the outside of the shift linkage. That's not good. So we're gonna route this to the inside, pulling this up and pulling it tight, okay? So we have nothing underneath the bike. We have this pulled up, and from here, what I like to do is, I'm going to go ahead and, this is your transmission vent line. I'm going to roll this up out of the way, put this over to this side, and I'm going to push it down. That's chopper, everybody. I'm going to push it down right in between this transmission top plate and the starter. And I'm going to start to hide this wire right in this channel. Then I'm going to roll my vent back down. This is tucked away nicely, and you can work that down all the way in there. So we're going to start to route this in under exhaust sensor wiring, under starter, and in through the back through the factory wiring. So routing this up, Rach, I'm gonna have you go ahead and come pan up here to the top. Your battery would be in here or not in this, so we've kind of taken this out. This is your factory stuff. We're gonna lead this through just like this. Now it's in your battery compartment. So in this instance, we can lead this clear all the way into this internal spot right here. So with that being said, we've got the stand and its harness all the way installed. So we also send, as previously talked about, our wiring harness, if you will, our switch kit. And typically the location that we use is going to be right here. We're going to have a Rach come on over here around and have a look in here. Pan on over here in this area. And there's a 1/4 inch hole right here. If this is where your air ride is, then you'll be needing to drill a hole in here, and the best way to do it, come from the top, is to drill it right through here in a downward way. In your electro box, you can use this ground stud. There's 2 in there. You can use either one of these ground studs for the location of the switch itself. So I went ahead and grabbed a test battery for this and our jumper harness. I'm going to go ahead and set that up here, and I'm going to run the stand down, and we're just going to say that you went ahead and have the switch on and you have a working unit. So as I go ahead and run the stand, you're going to see the pusher arm moving in and out because it's not connected anymore. So what I suggest you do is you run it to a position where you're not all the way out but not all the way in. you're going to get your shoulder bolt that you've removed from earlier. Apply your Blue Loctite, and you're going to go ahead and start this shoulder bolt. Rachel, stay here. In location on this pusher. So we've got this started in. Get our tools we had earlier, our 1/4 inch drive stuff, and we're going to go ahead and start fastening this pivot bolt, also known as the shoulder bolt, into place. So right now it's bottomed early and it's actually hitting on the tab. So when you do this, you want to make sure that you're in the location you really should be, and it will free up. Push this through. If need be, you may have to bump your switch around a little bit to get you lined up to where you have the right amount of play. I just pushed through right there. Push through the tab, that is, I mean. And you'll see how I went all the way in. There is a little bit of play there, and that's for this tab to be able to operate properly. So now we have the unit completely assembled, and it is operational, as you can see. As you can see here, no load on it. Everything sounds and looks great. And from this point on, you're going to go ahead and follow the leg instructions that we have on our site as far as how to install your leg kit. Thank you so much for your purchases. I hope this video was helpful. If you need anything or you have other questions past this, please don't hesitate to contact us here. And thanks for all the business.